6 cents out of a nickel thought of the day. Well, it finally happened. Admittedly, I'm a bit of a pack rat. And I have a friend of mine who buys cashews in these plastic jars. And instead of throwing them away or recycling them, she sends them to me, and I put, in this case, sugar. I put flour, anything small and granule. I usually put in these things. And they're great for storage. Now, my wife sees that I bring these things home, and, I have quite a collection of them by now. And she goes, "What, another one? Oh my God, why do you need so many?" She's not quite understanding that, this is a great way to keep, ants and so forth out of your sugar. Helps keep the grain bugs out of your flour. Because those paper bags are not completely sealed. So things can get in them. And that's just the way it is. Putting things in plastic is, it's a good hedge against stuff like that happening. Also keeps things a little bit fresher. Well, we're walking through Dollarama earlier today, and this is what we see. Now, those containers were slightly bigger than these ones are, probably about 1.5 times the size. But, these I got for nothing, and if you notice the price tag on them, it was $5 a container. I nearly flipped. Do you think I'd miss that opportunity to go chasing after my wife down the aisle, drag her down and say, hey, look what I just saw. I'm not going to miss that opportunity to gloat. I just discovered a new feature on my phone. See if you can read this. All this time I've been shooting videos, and everything's in mirror vision. Here now it's more like a face-to-face conversation, which is more like I wanted it to be in the first place. Things you learn as you go along, I guess. Anyhow, where was I? Well, other things that I do is I save the margarine tubs, the 1 pound margarine tubs, to use like Tupperware for leftovers. Although they don't last quite as long as Tupperware, but they do last a while, and you don't have to buy Tupperware. Screws, nails, and bolts. That's another thing that I save. Sometimes I'll find a bolt on the road or whatever. It looks pretty good. And bolts, nuts. Sometimes I'll take bolts, nuts, and screws out of things that I'm throwing away, like a washing machine, dryer, fan, anything that has screws that I can easily take out. I don't completely go as far as disassembling the whole thing, but if there's some easily accessible screws, I'll take them out and store them. They come in handy sometimes. My dad used to go so far as to straighten out old rusty nails. You see him with a hammer on the sidewalk, and he's straightening out these nails. I'm not going to go that far. That's just silly. There is a boundary where the sublime becomes the ridiculous. Oh, and zip ties. I love zip ties. Oh my goodness. When you get when you buy some new stuff and everything's like attached with a zip tie, and if you carefully use a knife or the sharp end of a pair of scissors and you just move the tab, you can pull the rest of the zip tie out and still have an undamaged zip tie. And cords and cables. How many times have I saved a cord or a cable and it's become useful later on? Quite a few times, actually. I could go on and on and on. Seeing those containers today just got me juiced. So let me ask you, what sorts of things do you save in hopes that it may come in handy later on? It could be something small, it could be something big. Let me know. Let me know in the comments below. And comments below. And we can continue the discussion. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell for more content. Thank you very much. Until next time.